Governor Alfred Mutua on Wednesday skipped an invitation to appear before the senators to account for the usage of public resources in Machakos County. In a letter to the Moses Kajwang-led committee, Mutua cited political and security reasons for his decision to skip the meeting in Kitui County.
The Auditor General has carried out his responsibility. There is a report which has come out which is not favorable to the county of Machakos. And for the governor to be able to expose or come up and give some explanation in this committee was important so that the people of Machakos can be able to see where the problem is.
Mutua said that he had some intelligence information that youth had been mobilized by his political opponents in the region to heckle him and paint him as corrupt.
Whether he likes to appear in Nairobi or Kitui or wherever, he must appear before the Senate and answer and be accountable for what he's doing for people of Machakos.
The senators summoned Mutua to appear on 30th September 2019 at the Machakos County Assembly, failure to which he will be surcharged by the committee.
When this governor is asked to produce documents, he does not produce those documents. There are so many stalled projects, and I know there are some people who committed suicide in Machakos when they were not paid their money.
Meanwhile, the Senate has failed to agree on the membership of an ad hoc committee to investigate the leasing of medical equipment in the country. Senators want the committee to probe the mystery surrounding the 38 billion shilling managed medical equipment services and whether counties were involved in the leasing of the equipment.
When the initial motion was brought, Mr. Speaker, the leadership of the House failed to do two things. Number one, to convince us as to why there is need for an ad hoc arrangement to perform the work that is substantively and fully within the purview of a committee, yet puts all the members of that committee in that ad hoc committee.
That the senators who are going to sit in this committee, your probity is going to be put into question. No doubt. Some of you will not sign this report. Some of you might run away.
Order, Senator Mutula.
Meanwhile, the National Land Commission is on the spot of alleged illegal acquisition of private land in the construction of the Kibwezi Mutomo Kitui Road.
Watu ambao ni wa mashamba, hakuna mtu amelipwa hata peni. Wala kuongea ni karatasi tu, watu walikuja wakaambiwa wafungua account. Sijui account ilikuwa inaingia nini, mpaka leo hakuna chochote na sijui kama wamefungua. Kwa hivyo tulikuja tukaadaiwa.
Have you given any permission or note for any alien? Yes or no? Any?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay, I think that's an adequate answer, but you have not given. Okay.
The National Land Commission was at pains to explain why the contractor was allowed to begin construction works before outstanding claims had been paid. For Channel 1 News, I am Edward Kabasa.